right, so guess where we are this week? If you do something for one kid, you then have to do it for the other kid. I am just warning those of you who are not parents yet. But this week we turn to bioethics. Bioethics is definitely something where my heart is in terms of kind of really thinking about these issues. But I'll also tell you I hate this topic because it involves humans. And humans at their most vulnerable. And some of our most famous cases in bioethics literally look at humans at the end of their life. So it's always a tragic study as well. Bioethics is a departure for us in two ways. And as you look through this week's resources, I want you to keep these two things in mind. One, I'm going to throw a new theory at you. Because in bioethics, sometimes the older theories don't quite apply. We still use them, just like we kind of did in virtual ethics and business ethics, but we need to have an almost more structured and objective approach to cases. So we call those the four principles. They tend to really help people think across the range of bioethical possibilities, and think about the various stakeholders involved in each case. So I'm hoping those make sense to you and you kind of see where, for this field, they actually do fill a role. So we're going to learn about the four principles. The other thing I want you to think about when we're in this unique realm is that it's changing every day. As science and technology literally change what we can do, I can keep you alive. I can change your sex. I don't know what else I can do. I can create a drug that will block this particular thing that your body does. Bioethics has to be there saying, yes, you can, but the question is, should you? And I think we see this with this idea of cloning. We can, and we know people have actually cloned individuals, actually cloned organisms. So right now the whole field is saying yes, but you don't do that to humans. We've done that to sheep, we've done it to all kinds of animals. There's a part of me that says somebody did this to a human already in some lab somewhere. But the bioethical community says you can't do that. You can't cross this line. Even though you can scientifically do that, you can't do that. The death with dying issue is another one. We can keep you alive for a pretty long time now. And this is something the ancient philosophers didn't have to think about. But when is do no harm, and I'm trying to not let you die, and the humanity, everything else is saying, I don't want to live this way. This isn't life. This isn't living. You need to let me go. And we face that issue in Vermont. We faced it here in Maine. But these are bioethical questions. And I hope this is an interesting way, kind of a nice way to bring our study together kind of to a close and help you see that these issues are very real and still evolving. All right. Have a good week with this stuff.